On the floor for the visiting Golden State Warriors. At forward, let's meet.
Welcome, everyone, to Noche and Beyond. And a look now at a few years' worth of damage. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Luka Doncic.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defenses.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Chamberlain. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Paul George, and it's Tatum in at point guard. And for the Spurs, Duncan out there with Russell. Then there's Doncic, and it's LeBron James, and it's Carter in at the shooting guard. Duncan kicks to Carter. Spurs passing it around. From the arc, Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Warriors. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. The rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Wembanyama against LeBron. Tatum with it. He's coming off a 28-point game against San Antonio. Chamberlain down low. Covered by Duncan. San Antonio with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready. 3 straight misses to begin this contest, and already starting to look frustrated.
Outside, George. Poked away. Here's Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And coming down the back 9 of the NBA season, Steve, the second half. What are the contending teams most focused on at this point of the year?
It's about keeping their rhythm, adding a little bit more each day, maintaining health. You want to be ready to go once the playoffs arrive. That's the big thing, though, rhythm.
Oh, I like that. Good read by VC. An elite, big-time scorer with versatility.
Tatum passes to Wembanyama. George looking around. And here's Tatum for 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Duncan with the screen for Carter. Pass to Duncan. Tatum against Doncic. Lock at 6. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Wembanyama outside. Back to Giannis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
Irving's checked in for Vince Carter.
2 shots.
And the Warriors also making a change. Thompson's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the basket by Tim Duncan. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Nailed from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to Klay, or he'll drop these all night long.
James outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Top of the key, Duncan. Down low. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
The Spurs making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Tracy McGrady's checked in for the Warriors. And so here is Golden State. They trail by 1. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
Not just a scorer, Klay is also a capable passer who loves involving teammates.
Irving finds Doncic. To the paint. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here is McGrady. Passes to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. And another three for Golden State.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
To the middle, here's Irving. Russell trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Irving.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now, here is McGrady. There's the lob to the hoop.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Doncic outside. He kicks it to Duncan. Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
I love a big man who can pass. Great instincts. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket.
The Warriors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. McGrady passes to Tatum. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Tie game in San Antonio. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
So with Duncan sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Embiid, Anthony out there with James. Then there's Irving, and it's Irving in at the 2. George against Anthony. A wide open look for Bird. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Bird's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Spurs shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. LeBron outside. Anthony against George. And it's sent back by George.
This is what you love about PG at the defensive end. The link instincts. What a block. The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
James dishes to Irving. Embiid with a screen on McGrady. Now the feed to Embiid. For Gobert. Embiid, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Bird with it. He's picked up by LeBron. LeBron against Bird. Gobert with a screen on James. Bird way outside. Kept alive. Vince Carter, he's checked in for San Antonio. Golden State also making some changes. Wembanyama comes in for Rudy Gobert. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Klay Thompson. Bird way outside. That doesn't go either for Bird. San Antonio trailing here. Irving passes to LeBron. Out to Carter. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Carter's got 5 now.
You know, the attention LeBron James demands left his teammate open there, and he found him.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo could arguably be called the most feared slasher in league history. He says, I just tried to read the crowd, read the walls, and see where I can beat them. There's a second there that you can attack the seams and change your speed. I've done this 25 to 30 times every night, so I know what to look for. Kevin?
He definitely does, David. A master at his craft. Hey, D.A., thanks for the report.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And there's the pass to Wembanyama. Tracy McGrady on the wing. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Irving passes to LeBron. Embiid sets the pick for LeBron. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. And it's Irving missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Back to Wembanyama. Good on the triple. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Let's go, Spurs fans! Time to get loud right now for the Spurs Squad!
Some changes here for the Spurs. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for James. Irving comes in for Anthony. And Doncic is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Irving. Steve, you were considered oversized for a guard when you were coming up out of school and into the pros. But right now, I don't feel like size matters as much at that position. You can be any size.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I think if you're a guy that has a lot of height and has the skill set to play the guard position, you definitely have an advantage. The bigger you are, and the more tight your skill set, the more successful you will be on the field. You can see Jeremy's confidence on offense growing, especially when given easy looks like this.
Duncan dishes to Doncic. Spurs passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Carter. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. On the Spurs with some changes. Russell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. And it's LeBron in for Irving. Chamberlain's checked in for the Warriors. George comes in for Thompson. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Tatum. Chamberlain with a screen on Doncic. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Cans the tough leader from the outside. Tatum's got 7 points.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
LeBron outside. 56 seconds left here in the second. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set
on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
George with the bounce pass. A three from Wembanyama. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Spurs trail by 8. Duncan outside. And here's Doncic from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 7.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answer each other from range.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. One second left. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so we conclude the first half. Warriors lead by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens. All the.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, they have a big advantage coming in. They're clearly better when you match up the rosters. But this is why we play the game.
Listen, it's obvious. Obvious is boring. I'm picking.
And we come back to the game at hand in the first half. Plenty to like for the Golden State Warriors.
I don't want to resort to a hyperbole.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So with Bird sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Antetokounmpo is out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Wembanyama. Then it's Paul George, and it's Tatum in at the point.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Tatum kicks to George. Pass to Chamberlain. Tatum on the wing. Wembanyama, a screen on Doncic. Tatum, that's good.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Pulls up on the wing. The Warriors pull it in. Chamberlain got his 6th rebound on the night.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Tatum finds George, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that passing ability really helps separate Tatum from so many others because the defense has to focus on his ability to score.
Duncan, the pass to Doncic. Over Tatum. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Tatum looking around. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Spurs trail by 9. Duncan kicks to LeBron. George against Carter. Pass to Doncic. Looking to get it going. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
He's the straw that stirs the drink. The more plays they run through him, the better.
James against Wembanyama. And here's Russell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Here's LeBron. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A foul won't scare King James off. He gets assertive and takes the shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your Spurs, LeBron James.
And the second free throw, good. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Inside, here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Started.
We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at San Antonio, they've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, the Warriors sitting in second place.
And, you know, for the Spurs, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
The shot's good. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
Outside, George. Tatum with a screen on Carter. George passes to Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
George against Carter. Duncan outside. Doncic outside. Back to Duncan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. We've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. Jason Tatum on top. Second, Luka Doncic.
Anytime these two guys are on the floor at the same time, you're just waiting for one of them to go off, if not both of them.
Irving's checked in for Carter. And the Warriors also making a change. Thompson, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Here's Tatum. That one, no good. James with some nice D. Spurs trail by 7. Passes it to Russell. The dish now to Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now look at Jason Tatum. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. And tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will. Second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Spurs making a switch here. Irving's checked in, and that one misses. Here's Irving. Count that bucket. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The nasty handle of Kyrie uses it to get anywhere he wants.
Thompson outside. Tatum setting the pick for Thompson. Back to Tatum. Kicks it to Thompson. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Woo, what range from Klay Thompson. It's insane. Combine that with this confidence, it's a lethal concoction.
LeBron against Tatum. Duncan with a screen on Tatum. The kick out to Irving. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night. Thompson looking for an opening. To the inside. Giannis inside. Russell's there. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Russell sets a screen for Doncic to the middle, and they double up Russell. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Outside Tatum. Launches it. That one, no good. No one near James as he lets it go. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Warriors ahead. They're up by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Getting there. The ball's moving. Looks more like us, all right? Good to great.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. So with Irving on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Anthony. Irving is out there with Carter, and it's Duncan, and it's Embiid, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The best scorers, the high-usage guys like Klay, they know how to create space when there's none.
McGrady against Irving. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Wembanyama, a screen. The tray. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. And it's 9 points for Victor Wembanyama. There's the lob to Carter. And stolen by Wembanyama. And he's going up for Giannis up high and down hard.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
From 12 feet out, again the Spurs good for 2.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Man, you look at the hype surrounding Wembanyama. Greg, it's unreal.
One of the best prospect profiles really since LeBron. Almost unfair to try and live up to the expectations, but he's got the tools to be one of the best to ever play.
Russell, who's checked in for San Antonio. Irving comes in for Kyrie Irving. Chamberlain's checked in for the Warriors. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, he tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
On the wing, Tracy McGrady, covered by Duncan. Here's McGrady, rebounded by the Spurs.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Duncan, the pass to Carmelo. Here's Russell, and he banks in the layup.
And this is the problem. The length, the timing. Russell, one of the very best at corralling misses and turning them into points.
Wembanyama looking it over. Wembanyama, a screen on him. Pocket 6. They grab their own miss. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And the Spurs with some changes. James comes in for him. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Irving. Then for the Warriors, George is checked in for Bird. And it's Tatum in for Tracy McGrady. Wembanyama outside. Antetokounmpo passes to Chamberlain. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. Doncic against Tatum. Doncic dishes to Russell. James in the post. Defended by Wembanyama. No good from LeBron. Wembanyama passes to Tatum. The 3. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
And it's Carter missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Giannis' screen on Doncic. Tatum, that's for 2. A rebound by the Spurs. Russell's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Carter. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
I mean, he's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's a beautiful play.
Up top, Tatum. Guarded by Doncic. Tatum kicks to Chamberlain. Outside, George. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. George has got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Russell a screen on George. Here's Carter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content.
Well, Carter just a freak of nature. One of the best dunkers the game has ever seen. A top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
And he's good on the second.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Into the lane. Tatum. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 13-point game. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Warriors.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Victor Wembanyama.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. 32 seconds left in the fourth. Some nice passing by Golden State here. 6 to shoot. There's the pass to McGrady. It's good from the top of the key.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Here's man. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Giannis, some early struggles, but what got you going?
I'm just trusting myself. I just have confidence in myself, and that's what my teammates want me to do. They want me to stay aggressive, they want me to make the right play, and that's what I'm going to be doing.
Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.